No, yeah, no, no.
It's your boy B to the K to the D and the Nas, aka Read AD, in the building right now. And today I have here with me.
Oh, is Mama T in the building?
It's Mama T in the building. Y'all know what time it is right now. We are here right now to talk about an interesting topic, relationship of this youth generation and how they see things, from our mothers back then and now, and everything is just kind of messy and we getting things complicated. Just like we're trying to be like the Western people, but before we get into that, let me just get to know her, how she grew up, where she's coming from, and how old she is, and then everything. I just had her recently, was her birthday, so let's all clap for her. Say happy birthday, happy birthday. So, without wasting much time, I want to know your name and where you're from. And
my name is Patricia Osaze.
So,
I am a mom, a wife, entrepreneur, and I just had my 32nd birthday.
Wow, that is amazing. That is really, really amazing. So, like, what is the? I heard you said your name is the Mba. What is the meaning of the Mba?
It's my husband's name.
The husband name.
That's my husband's name.
And does it have a meaning?
I actually don't know the meaning. That's a good question. I've never asked him.
Okay. Because in Ghana, when somebody say Mba in other language means like a father.
Okay.
Or like calling your grandfather like Mba, like,
well, it's true.
or
I've
calling
never
a kin Mba, like giving a big respect.
I've never asked
like
him
that, in
the
the
meaning.
northern.
I know his other. I know his second names and stuff. But I've actually never asked him any of that.
Okay. Well, so before we dive into it, I just want to get to know you a bit, right? So, were you born in Europe or you born in Africa?
Oh yeah, born in Vienna, Austria, 1989. 80s
Wow.
gang. Born here, raised here, bred here, everything Austria.
That is amazing. That is amazing.
Yeah, it's very boring.
Okay. So, so how was the childhood memory like your best childhood memory? Let's start with the best one first.
My best child. I had many good memories because I'm not gonna lie. I grew up quite good. My parents had good jobs, so I have nice memories. But what in particular? Like I have memories. I'm the last born. I'm the only girl and I'm the last born. So
oh wow, then obviously you were really
wasn't...
chilling and enjoying, I guess.
No, I'm not sure. It was always chilling and enjoying, but let's just say that I have many good memories.
Okay, so it's like maybe some memories like your mom will go with you to sports or take you out for swimming, or on your birthdays, the special things you normally do, all this stuff.
My birthday was always a date in our house. Being the only girl and being the last born, my birthday was always had to be marked. Like I always, even to this, I think that's what affected my adulthood. I always celebrate my birthday, and I think since I turned 30, I started calming down. But my 20s, like I legit did the biggest birthday parties.
So all those we were seeing on Instagram and everything, you have even calmed down with that celebration, that vibe.
Yeah.
Because I saw you on Instagram and then the mood was just crazy, the way she was dancing from previous things, and I was just like, damn, I love her energy, honestly. And let's ask about another question, like how was also growing up, I heard that in Austria here, like there is also a little bit bad memories, especially people born here, the racism, the school life, everything.
I have many negative memories about childhood in Austria. What saved me is that at the age of 6, primary school, my parents put me in a bilingual system. So I was actually the first Vienna bilingual school in Austria. So there were very many foreigners. So I was blessed to be surrounded by other Africans and other Asians. So I wasn't in a typical Austrian school.
Okay.
But my kindergarten was Austrian, and there I did experience racism. And also, apart from being in the bilingual school, primary school, secondary school, the normal after school life, there was a lot of racism growing up. Now there's I mean, I know people now are saying a lot of racism, but it was worse before.
It was worse before.
It was worse before.
All right, because even we just came recently, not long ago. It's even not easy for us. So imagine somebody born and raised here, and then it's just crazy. Because I remember, like, when I was in Berufsschule, I was the only black person in the class, and it wasn't fun at all. It was really, really crazy, you know. And also, there is one question that I also want to know about, like, you know, when you're growing in class and then you get to like the high school level, and then you wanna your dream is to pursue, get to university and everything. But we heard that there are some teachers who will be telling you that, oh, you're not good enough. They're trying to deviate you, trying to reduce some mask from you, like trying to make you feel like you are not good enough for the next level, and trying to direct you to Berufsschule instead of uni and everything. How is that?
Yes, teachers do that more to foreigners, but the people that are able to, how should I say, that accomplish the task of deviating your educational life is based on the ignorance of their parents. Because teachers, yes, they will tell you, oh, go to Hauptschule, or go and learn handwork and all that stuff, or you're not meant to be in the Oberstufe. The ones that can execute those decisions are the ones that do it to a child whereby the parents are not aware of the educational system. The parents have no idea about the Austrian way of life. The parents show no interest in the betterment of their child when it comes to education. That is when you can actually hear that, oh, this person was in Unterstufe and then all of a sudden stopped school and then went to Hofer and then did this or did that. That's because the parents messed it up there. So yes, the teachers are definitely racist towards many of us, but at the end of the day, they can only say something, they can't decide. And if the parents don't intervene, then it's you blame the parents, you can't blame the teachers.
Okay, so
that's my opinion.
I get it. So to the young moms coming up, you know, the upcoming moms, you got to just make that time and make sure that you choose the right thing and follow up for your kids, and don't just believe because the Jungian coach just said this and that, and then the Jungian coach, how is it in English even?
Still sorry.
I think the Jungian coach,
coach.
It's a Jungian coach.
The teen coach.
The teen coach.
Yeah.
So like the teen coach will just tell you, this is what I want my your kids to do, or this is what I suggest for your kid. You just don't jump into it or jump into conclusion because she said or he said this is what is good for your kid, and you just believe it. You also have to study your kid and know their strength, ask the child what they want to do, and make sure that you help them pursue their dream because it's really necessary. If not, we wouldn't be here suffering right now. Because if everybody was to really focus and achieve their dreams and their goals, we'll be in better place by now. That's why we don't get chance to stand in the politics games and everything, because they don't like suggest those things to us. So we always kind of like limited to certain information and certain education and knowledge in the country. So we should really stand up for our kids, and that'll be really amazing. If there is races, or there was races growing up and everything, what was your biggest fear as a child? Or what were you afraid of? Like, I'm going to school, this is what I'm afraid of, or going out, this is what I'm scared that I would encounter. Because to me as a man, going out right now, you feel like if I don't dress up properly, I will just meet polizei, like the policeman will just attack you because of your dressing, because of your look, because of your haircut, or because you are even talking. So why do you talk black? Like, I'm just like, bro, like, why do I talk black? This is just like, you know. So let me just ask someone who just grew up here and let's see how it was.
Will I say I'm a cautious? I was always a cautious child. I don't put myself in situations whereby racism would affect me in a silent environment where they can catch me alone. We always moved in groups. And if you know you're going to places like Donauinsel, not Donauinsel today. Donauinsel today is different. The Donauinsel we had when we grew up was different. So when you know you're going into those calm areas, quiet areas, you are in groups. You don't walk the streets alone as a black girl in Vienna and think that, okay, they're not gonna like insult you or harass you. So you don't just put yourself in a situation. So I just feel generally like if you're living in a country that is not your country, which I have to say this is not your country. If you like, have Austrian passport. This will never be your country. If you're not in your home, you can never feel comfortable. When you sleep off in your friend's house or in anyone's house, and all of a sudden you wake up and you realize there's always that realization of I'm not home. Even when you're sleeping over, the bed might be comfy or even more expensive than the one you have, but you sleep different in your own home.
Definitely.
So if you're not in your own home, you're leaving the house, you have to be cautious. And having that anger of, oh yeah, police might talk to me, I'm not. Well, it's not your home. And you have to, and it might sound a bit harsh because people are like, oh, you sound a bit pro-white or something. No, but I'm like, if you're a guest in somebody's house, you have to respect yourself. And you believe in just because you're born in the country, or just because you live in the country, you work in the country, this is not your home. So if you're not in your house, go. When the guest tells you take off your shoes before entering, you take off your shoes before you're entering. The person tells you, I don't like the way you're looking, so mind your way. I'm sorry. I know it's human rights and everything, but at the end of the day, it's not your home. So you have to adapt to
the system.
Yes, the system. So if you know the police scouts out certain profiling, we call it profiling, right?
Profiling.
So yes, so if you know that standing at the Uber station, 5 black boys are, playing that loud music, you are the one looking for trouble. I'll just have to be honest.
All right. So we are the one looking for trouble in terms of making unnecessary noise and trying to feel like I have passport so I can do anything I want, bro. You are outside, and there is the key word to it. They said what? Auslander. That means you are like a foreigner. There is this label on your head, whether you were born here, you grew up here, whatever you did, your color is your passport, bro. Your color is your passport. Whatever you wanna say, you can say it after this video, and then I will reply you in the comment section below. Love you. So, did you have a favorite school year? Like, in school, like, oh, this was my favorite year. Like, I got the grade marks I was looking for, or the teachers were nice to me at this point in time.
My favorite school was definitely my primary school.
Primary school, yeah.
Just because the vibes there were different. So they acknowledged the fact that we were English kids, and I think I spent most of my time in the library because I didn't have to do the English classes because my English was quite good. So they embraced the fact that foreigners are special. Like we were celebrated for being special and being part of that bilingual system that they're trying to introduce. So that was definitely, I think, my favorite school, my favorite years. It's I love everything that allows you to be you and you're still celebrated for being who you are.
That is amazing. That is amazing. So being celebrated, I think, is really, really fun, and we all need that. But unfortunately, some of us didn't get that opportunity. But anyway, happy for my sister that she got that. So, like, growing up also, we like to have fun. So definitely, maybe you had a favorite game that you used to play or something like that. Any favorite games?
I love dancing.
Dancing.
I love dancing and singing when I was small. So most of the time I would, with my friends, we would just sing and dance at home.
And what is the most important thing you have learned, like you learned in your childhood, like growing up, the most important thing you learned that is still benefiting you till today, like?
Growing up.
Like was me growing up, I learned that I have to respect the elderly ones and make sure that I smile to people all the time, and that will take me far, respecting them.
I can't even. So, I don't know. There's so many things. I think one of it is definitely just being of help.
Being of help.
Being of help. Being able to assist, supporting. That was one of the traits that I think from childhood, and also the hustle spirit, like working.
Spirit of working.
Yeah.
It's really necessary, because in this life, my dear, if you don't get someone who is really hardworking, it's really gonna be I hope you know what that means.
Nope.
The fans already got it. Okay, let me just explain. It's literally like people that like making stories up, like kind of because of this I couldn't do that. A lot of excuses. So my ministry papa is like my father said, my mother said, they're always trying to find someone to put there to make the excuses just to not do what they want and they're supposed to do. So I think we have known you enough, but I wanna know, like, as a growing up and being single, how was it, like, single life in Austria? The relationship. Okay, we got it. This is like, was I ever single? This is like end of the game, you know, like.
I'm sorry, but this girl right here got.
She got some juice, baby. You had that.
I was never. I had, I think, 6 months where I was single. I think from the time one can, as a girl, meets a man without people rolling their eyes at a certain age, I have been in relationships. I've never been single.
Okay.
I have never suffered like that, like the single market. I don't know what people pass through there. I was blessed not to be part of that market. God decided to say, Patricia,
you ain't gonna be single.
You will not experience single and searching.
I see. Okay, so that means at what that gets me curious, you know, to find out at what age did you start dating? Like
16, 17.
16, 17.
Yeah. I started dating at 16, 17.
And what were your intentions of dating or going into relationship like? And what type of men did you like the age-wise?
It always changed. It always changed. But I always had relationships. I don't know what I actually never. I mean, sometimes I regret it that I never had this dating phase. Like, you know, always going out and eating and all these things that people do and waste somebody's money and time. I never had that, to be honest. I always had relationships. Because I'm somebody, if I like you, I like you. Like, what are we still?
So it's not about the age, it's not about the height?
No. I had different age groups. I've been there, seen it, done all.
Okay, so and that I'm really loving this topic right now, right?
I was just never seeing, there was never opportunity, because the thing is that once one is ending, another one is, you know, Vienna has changed. Those days, the market was busy. You don't look for.
The market was hot. The guys were so energetic. But
even girls, like, those days were different. You don't look for a relationship. It's now people are looking for a relationship. Vienna, as a 20 years, let me say 15 years ago, you pick, you choose. Not that you're looking.
You are looking for, you just like.
And there were more blacks. 15 years ago, there were more blacks in
that means
Vienna.
like you have like 3 CVs or 4, 5 CVs, so you have to like which one fits the job. Let me see your qualification, your height.
No,
okay,
it never even
4.5,
came to that situation. Like when the relationship ended, the next few months, it wasn't that deep. Like, it's not like, oh, relationship ends and now I have to start going into spiritual searching myself and all this. I don't know. I always have.
So there is no. You didn't have like a time of recovering, like
recover from what? Oh, people! Oh no! Recover from what?
Yeah,
see this interview. No. Are you editing some past? Cause I don't know what to recover from. People
no, let's
like,
talk. We are being real here. 30 minutes long. We are being real.
No, like recover. What are you recovering? Was it a terminal illness? I don't understand. What are you recovering
from? Breakup,
from?
like recovering from breakup and stuff like that.
Was it your life partner? Is it what? Relationship and marriage, dating and marriage are two different things. You're saying you're recovering from a marriage. It's different. It's a different investment.
Okay.
No more dating. What are you recovering from? So Daniel disappointed you. Okay, David is there.
Jesus.
So.
I don't understand. You want to be crying about that? Is Daniel your husband? Was your ex-husband? The guy that you were sharing McDonald's with.
Alright, so it's just a guy that we were sharing McDonald's with. So if you're not eating like love stocks and
you went on vacation, went to Italy, you had some nice selfies, so now you want to start recovering.
Jesus.
If you had investments together, like you bought Bitcoin together, or you bought property together, or you planned your future together, you had 10 years together, then I understand recovery. Not that you're dating Michael for 6 months, then it didn't work out. And
what if you did the person for 2 years?
But what did you do together that you're recovering from? Did you plan? Did you start investments together? Did your family get invested? All of them?
But you invested mentally on it, right?
Mentally,
Yeah.
The question is, did you mentally invest yourself?
Yeah, you mentally invested yourself, and then you plan with the person we're gonna get married. The person came to see your family.
You mean you were on the couch gisting about wedding gowns and suits, or you actually?
Okay, you were on the
planned
couch.
wedding?
You were on the couch thinking about the suit and the thing. Like,
So you're now
like kind of
depressed
having a
about the
fantasy.
thoughts you had about
You know.
fantasies that you lost. That's what you're recovering from, fantasies.
Because most of the generation we are in right now.
Louder.
Okay, so it's like this, yeah. It's like most of the girls right now that I know here, right? After the relationship, they are like, I need time to recover. We're emotion people and all those stuffs, and then it got me thinking like,
Are they really recovering and they're just telling you that so you feel better?
are they really?
I don't think most are recovering. I think some just tell it to guys so that they will leave them alone.
Okay, so that they would leave them alone, but not like really recovering from anything.
Girls these days have changed. No, we're not that emotional.
Okay, and let me get into this. So how long does it take you to study a person to be in a relationship with?
Depends on the kind of personality you are. Are you someone that easily sees through people? Are you someone that thinks more than he speaks, or speaks more than he thinks? It depends on the kind of person you are. Like, you can't, at the end of the day, you can't really know someone 100% anyways until you live with the person permanently.
So how many months or years or days or weeks will you suggest that
How
at least?
How deep was the commitment? Are you married? We need to distinguish between dating and marriage.
Okay, because
Not about
we are talking about from dating now,
Okay,
and
only
we're going to
dating.
enter into marriage to find out, like, because since
dating, you can't. First, I feel like 1 year is a minimum. You need to be with someone 1 year
Before marriage.
at least before marriage.
Before marriage.
I'm not saying it's a must, but for me personally, why?
dating for 1 year.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Oh, you got. But the lyrics are different now because
I forgot
you know,
my
because you
my
know,
clavier tattoo.
do you know that in winter when you wake up you feel different than when you wake up in summer?
Yeah,
You're more
definitely.
grumpy in winter.
Yeah.
If you go to the Uber and public transport, some people are less friendly when it's cold. When it's raining, people are less friendly. When the sun when you wake up and it's warm, have you never felt like when you're in Africa you just go out that natural warmth?
That natural
You're always
warmness.
relaxed.
Yeah.
But here you need time to warm up, and then
Yeah.
you wear the jacket and everything. Every person is different.
I'm even
in
shivering a
every
little bit right now.
season. Yeah, me too. Every person is different in every season. You need to pass through all the seasons. Experience how the person is on his or her birthday. Experience how the person is during Christmas. Experience how the person is during New Year. Does this person do New Year resolutions? Wait till March. Does this person stick to the New Year resolutions? Spend 4 seasons. Winter, spring, summer, fall. Know the different personalities, characteristics of that person. Because every season, believe me, I bet you the person is different.
The person is different.
No one is the same
The same.
all year long. And then you also have the season of droughts, dryness,
Dryness, okay.
no money, no achievements. How is the person there? Is the person someone that will communicate his issues with you, her issues with you? Or is the person someone that's going to lock up and leave you in silence? Or is the person someone that cries out about everything and involves you emotionally in every decision? All these things are so important.
To find out.
Yes, I feel you need to. How is that person doing Christmas? Is that person a family person? Does that person insist that we need to spend Christmas with family? How is that person during, like now, lockdown? Typical example. Many relationships did not survive lockdown. many could not survive being together 24/7.
Wow.
And it's these things. That's why I always tell people: winter, spring, summer, fall, and then propose if you have to.
So at least, but I was thinking that in relationship, yeah, we start with friendship, right?
Yeah.
From friendship, then we jump into relationship, which is the dating, and then after
So
the
if you
dating,
meet
then-
someone, are you meeting a person for friend? What's your intention?
okay, the intention is to like get close to you, and
For
I
dating.
want you to be my wife. Like I can see the future in this person, right? Then I start talking to you.
Of course, then you
But-
become friends.
Then you become friends, right? So from the friendship base, I'm like, okay, I think it will be good to date. Then we try the dating.
That's the best case scenario is you fall in love with your friend, or you fall in love with someone that you can call your friend.
You can call your friend.
But in most cases, it's not. Like
most cases it's not happening. Very good. So this is the thing, you know, you meet the person, you already have the intention, and as a man we always know that no, this person I really love, you know, and if a guy also loves you, we really invest much and we do anything possible to make you happy, you know.
cool.
And
You're speaking for yourself.
I'm speaking from the male perspective, you know, like
you speak for yourself.
okay, for me, yeah, this is how I would want it to be. And
Yes.
for the couple of people that I know around me, like my best friend here behind the camera, you know, he's
Do
like,
you really know him?
like, oh, Prosper, I really know him, you
People
know.
say they know people.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
Right?
people be like, oh, I'll put my hand in the fire for this person. Are you serious? Are you sure? Do you know what Prosper does in the background?
That would be
Do
really.
you know if he has a girlfriend right now and a side chick? Do you know all his side chicks?
Okay. But one thing I can tell you.
Prosper will not tell you. If he's misbehaving, he will not tell you.
Okay, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to show you. Do you know his WhatsApp status?
Prosper,
You know, he's running
so
away
we are
to see-
fucking, right?
You can't know what Prosper. See, he has no reason to even tell you. Does it? Is it your business if he's chatting with 3 girls?
I see.
The only time Prosper might confide in you is when maybe one finds out of the other. Maybe he was sharing the house with the girl and the girl kicked him out. That is when he will cry to you that,
You're like,
bro, see what I was actually doing since.
And this is what happened.
This is what happened. That's when you be like, oh, bro, you not tell me this one. So you were with this girl since? I've never witnessed such a combination. So really, you were dating this girl? You were both of them?
I think you're right because I've seen some happening yesterday. A typical example. My cousin is here, and then my cousin was doing some really bad steps, and then he never told me.
Yeah, it's when
But
shit
yesterday
goes-
that we were really talking deep and like talking about business, and then he began to like
Open up.
and then I start hearing some things like, so you did all these things, you know, and I had no
Fire on the
idea.
mountain. People start telling you, actually, you know, it's not like, ever seen. And you be like, wow, and we see every day.
Wow.
Wow.
That is really a big one. That is really a big one. So
I'm just referring to when you were talking about on behalf of men. Please, you need in this life, be speaking for yourself.
So I'm speaking on my behalf, right? For myself and me alone. Not even with Prosper.
Don't please.
Prosper will talk to
I'm
you
already
over
suspecting him. The
later.
way he ran to the door just now. Just leave.
I did that.
But I think women are okay. But one thing I know that women are really good when like their sensor really works well. They can sense the danger ahead. But just that most of the time don't.
No. Get which sense? What about our senseless?
No,
Which
not
sense?
like.
Which sense? Oh, got this video. Hey.
Look.
How's this sense? When girl will be finding out, oh, he's been having 2 side chicks all these years. Did she have sense?
No, but I thought they said like women are like they have this spirit that like they can feel that bad energy going around.
Some women when they fall in love, they lose all their senses. They can't
So it
smell. They
disappears.
can't. It's just their ears
It
now what they
evaporates.
used to taste. Their nose is what they now used to
Let me
smell. See, women when women fall in love, they're falling. They fall and hit us.
Listen, when women fall,
They fall.
they drown. They don't just they drown like
You can tell that
they
girl,
said they evaporate.
your man is doing. She would be like, my man, no, he could never.
Wow, this topic is really getting hot and interesting, and I'm really enjoying myself.
It goes both ways. I feel love when you're too much in love, you lose your senses.
I think I'm example when it's both ways. Let me just use myself as an example. Let me be honest. It's like I have dated 2 people, right?
At the same time.
No, in the past. Like 2 exes, not at the same time. No, it's like one after the other. And then what do you call it? I never really loved them like that. So anytime they were really like, especially the second one was like really into and then doing everything, but I wasn't giving much attention and not even like she's having the dreams and thinking about anything, and I'm just like, you chill. Maybe if we don't get married, how would you know? Like, let's just wait on what God will do, you know. But now that I am in love, this time I am the one doing those things. I'm the one like, yo, this